Hey there, kids. Let's talk some math. Right now, we're learning how to do something called a line plot graph. Okay, and right here it says Cade measured the hand lengths of her class to the nearest eighth of an inch, and so right here is a different hand lengths of each kid. How many kids' hands were measured? Well, one, two. Oh, this isn't correct. How many kids' hands were measured? Well, we can tell by looking down here, okay, each one of these X's represents a kid, okay? So if we count them all, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 kids. Now, the different lengths of hands are up here, okay? Some kids had longer hands than others, you know what I mean? And so they start down here and they're going by eighths. So we start off at 5. Nobody had a hand that was 5 inches long. One kid had a hand that was 5 and 1/8. And they call each one of these X's a data point. Okay. Two kids had a hand length that was 5 and 2/8 inches. Nobody had one that was 5 and 3/8. 5 and 4/8. Well, you can look right here, okay? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they also put that number 5 right here in the count, okay? 5 and 5/8. Two kids had that, and so on. The biggest hand in the class was 6 inches long. The shortest hand in the class was 5 and 1/8 inches long. One kid had a giant hand, one kid had a small hand, and everybody else had a hand that was in between. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look at another one right here. This right here is Mr. Kobe's class long jump distances. Mr. Kobe's class long jump distances. Okay, good. Well, how many kids jumped? It's in feet right here. How many kids jumped 3 feet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 kids jumped 3 feet. How many kids jumped 5 feet? None. Okay. What's the interval of this line down here? Well, they're going by halves. So there's 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. Now in the last one up here, the interval was 1/8 each time, wasn't it? Okay. But down here, they went by halves. So how many students jumped 4 feet or greater? Well, these kids right here jumped 4 feet. These kids right here jumped greater. Okay, so it would be this group plus that group right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 kids jumped 4 feet or greater. The greatest distance that somebody jumped is 4.5 feet. Nobody jumped 5 feet, right? Next. Oh, this is the length of male inchworms. How many worms were measured? Well, we have to count up the number of X's. There's one worm right there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 worms were measured. The shortest worm was 1/4 of an inch. The biggest worm, longest, was 1.25 inches. Okay, now the interval on this line right here, they went by fourths of an inch. They went 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, that's a whole, and then 1 1/4. Okay, what's the difference between the longest and shortest worm? Well, the longest worms were 1 1/4. The shortest ones were 1/4. So the difference between the two of them is 1 inch. All right, we're going to make our own right now. And it says this. Let me get a pen. I'm going to use green. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, it says here the table shows the length of Cameron's colored pencils. Represent this data in a line plot. Okay, well, he has how many colored pencils here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pencils. I'm going to cross these off as I do them. Okay, the first one is 6 3/8. I'm going to cross that off, and I'm going to put an X right there for 6 3/8. Okay, that's one pencil. The next one was 6 5/8. Fine, I'll do that. 6 7/8. Right there, man. 6 inches. This is a shorty. That looks like it's going to be the shortest pencil. 6 5/8. There it is again. Ooh, we got two of those so far, don't we? Okay, 6 4/8. That goes right there. 6 1/8. That one goes right there. 7 inches long, that one's right there. That's going to be the longest pencil, isn't it? All right, 6 5/8. Oh, again. All right, and 6 2/8 right there. So the most common pencil length was 6 5/8. The longest pencil was 7 inches. The shortest pencil was 6 inches. Did I get this one? Yeah, I got that one right there. I forgot to cross it off. Okay, and there we've made a line plot graph to show. Oops, there we go. To show all this data. Okay, now here's another one right here. This one's going to be on the Friday quiz, and you're going to have to fill out these X's. Okay, the table shows the length of fish. Represent this data in a line plot. Well, they've already put the X's here for us. And it says this, how many fish were measured? Well, all you have to do to figure out how many were measured is you just have to count the number of X's that are here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's 8. What's the difference between the longest and shortest fish? Well, the longest was 9 inches. It says right there inches, right? 9 inches. The shortest fish was 8 inches, and the difference was 1 inch. Get it? Okay, well, there you go, kids. That's looking at line plot graphs. Go ahead and give it a try. If you need help, come and see us. We will help you. Talk to you later, man. Bye-bye.